Hello. Hi, everybody. So I actually created an event for this live, and then I went online to try and join my own event, and I couldn't do it. So I hope you guys join me here on this stream. I already see 3 joining. Oh, hi, everybody. Great. Let me know that you guys are here and that you saw the notification from the, hi, everybody. Let me know that you saw the notification from the chat the event that I created, and that you moved here and that you know what it is about. Because I had to open a new one because I was like, where's the button? Where's the go live thing? Hi, so happy to see you guys. Okay, so if you're watching this after the live, made it over, great. If you're watching this app post live, then the first few minutes are always like saying hello, getting everyone, to come in and make sure there's enough people. And then, hi everybody. And then we're gonna start once I feel like enough people are joined and we've chatted for a little bit. So if you're watching this after effect, feel free to, move it forward until we start. Hello from Wisconsin. Yay. So full moon, lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse. Hello, got noticed. Yay. Okay, good. I already have 23 people. And only 3 likes? Come on, guys, give me the like. Come on. You like me, don't you? You like me, don't you? Press the like button. Okay, so hello from Florida. Okay, guys, let me all know. Let me know where you guys from. I want to know because this is for the world. We're doing this for the world and for ourselves. It needs us. We need it. So Australia, Florida, Wisconsin, Texas, great. San Diego. Tell me where you guys are from. The UK, awesome. Jersey, okay, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, tell me where you're from. South Carolina. All right, Utah. Okay, great, guys. So we all care about this thing that is called Earth and life and humanity, right? Because we're a part of it. Ontario, Canada. Nice. Hi, Canada. Okay. So this is for Gaia and for the collective. We are going through a lot right now. We're watching the news. We're getting upset. A lot of people are suffering. The earth is suffering. And we want to raise our own consciousness and humanity's consciousness and make things better for everyone. But how do we do that? Okay, we all so often watch the news and like, oh, I wish I could do more. I wish I could do better. And we don't know how. Well, there is always a way to do something. It's called energy work. Now, I'm a person of actions. So obviously, if there's something, good evening, if there's something you can do for your friend, family member, neighbor, community, fellow thespian, country, and so on, go ahead and do so. But sometimes it gets so overwhelming because we also have our own difficulties and our own things that we want to handle. And it's nice to have a go-to place to kind of initiate the energy work and what it is that we can do for ourselves and for humanity and for this planet. Okay, I want to do a group healing ritual right now today with you guys. Where we all focus our energy on healing for ourselves and for the collective, and we will address it from different point of view. Each of us will have their own focal point and focus where they focus their energy. Yay, you caught me live, yay. We will all have the focus point where we will focus on our energy, and it will just be gathered up into one big ball of energy that we will send out to each other and to the world. That would be great. I've been praying every day for the world. Breaks my heart, the sadness. Yes. Now, I want to, before I go on to guiding this group meditation and to give other people a chance to join us, I want to have a little bit of chit chat about world affairs and what's going on. I'm not going to go into politics in specifics, aka I like this person, I don't like this person. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to talk about world affairs from historic, spiritual, cultural, whatnot perspective, and what it is I feel like we should be doing right now. I love this, just what I need. Yes, and it's great because right now the energy is very potent with the full moon tonight, and with the partial lunar eclipse. So all the energy that we will put into this will be multiplied by I don't know how much. And this is going to be something to go back to every single time you feel like you want to receive healing, give healing, whether to a person or a collective or a group of people, something that you ache for and you care about. You can always come back to this and follow the guided meditation and healing work that I will be guiding us through today. And the energy that you will put in will be added for today's energy, because energy is timeless and has no boundaries. Sweden, yay, awesome. Yes, all the globe is here. Love that. I will focus today on the healing frequency of 999. I will explain why and what's the meaning of number 9. But first, let's rewind a little bit. Here's the thing, guys. With everything that we see on the news and feel everywhere, humanity and this life has been going through the worst of the worst for thousands of years. Okay, time where we have dictators, persecution, slavery, misery, disease, hunger, and loss. It's not. It's been around. It's been around for as long as we've been around, for as long as polarities have been around, for as long as separation has been around. Okay, for as long as we are black versus white. I don't mean like skin color. I mean like polarities. Okay, and dualities. For as long as it's masculine versus feminine. For as long as it's light versus dark, night, day versus night, and so on. The energies are not wholesome. Therefore, there's natural conflict. So we've known throughout history conflict. Okay, and the things that were supposed to guide us through it and give us healing, for example, religion, at times have been the cause of a lot of misery. Mine versus yours, right? I am right and you are wrong, and all that fun stuff. And beautiful things have gained somewhat of dark essence to them because of that nature of our existence, of polarities. Excuse me for not reading, but I will go back and I will read later, and because now it's important for me to say all these things. By the way, a side note, for any of you who will do a super chat for me, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I won't necessarily be able to call your name and say thank you. Maybe I will, but I don't want to break the flow of the explanation and of the guided meditation. So in advance, I would like to express my gratitude to anyone who will contribute. And there, said it now, and now we can continue. Anyway, so it's been around. The difference now, these days, is that the internet, social media, have made us see through. We can see now everything that is going on. If something is happening in the other side of the world, we know about it. Someone posts something about it, it goes viral, and we know what happens in a tribe in Africa, in a country in Europe, in the Mediterranean, in the Middle East, in Canada, in Australia, in New Zealand, in America. We just know. So now that we've become so aware of everything that is going on, it hurts us, right? It hurts us in ways that it didn't hurt before. Before it hurt, but it hurt more community-wise, the things that were in our face, okay, under our nose, you can say. But it didn't hurt as much as it does today, because the knowing, okay? It's like when you get an injury, it starts bleeding, you feel the pain, and only once you feel the pain, you can what? Heal it, okay? Pain, the knowing of what is going on, thus the pain that we're feeling right now, for the collective, for Gaia, for Mother Nature, for different nations, is, okay, the wound was there, but now the consciousness that has evolved through technology with internet and with social media allows us to feel the pain of the injury. Now, pain is a very important mechanism that defends us. We would not be able to treat ourselves, to treat an injury of the body, if we hadn't felt pain. It's a red flag, right? Something is wrong. If we didn't have pain, we would not know something is wrong. If we didn't know something is wrong, we would not be able to heal and fix it, aka, God forbid, bleed to death. So this is probably the most difficult aspect of our evolution as humankind, because now we are feeling the pain. We are becoming aware of the injuries of humanity, of the human nature, and of the planet. Now, when it comes to the planet, global warming, climate change, and all that, it is worse than it was. We have made it worse. But I've been speaking generally, okay? And guys, don't worry, I will get to the guided meditation. I need you to bear with me because this intro is very, very important to understand and how I'm going to do the things, and for you to tap into the meditation properly so we can really give actual practical healing work and not just be like, oh, check, I did it. No, we want it to work. Okay, so for that, we need to understand what it is that we're doing. Okay, so now we're becoming aware. We know and we feel it everywhere. In order to treat it, the only way out is in. We have to face it. If we numb it down, say if we numb our depression with sleeping pills, we won't face it. It won't go away. It will only get suppressed and worsen. Okay. If we just pop in an aspirin when our head hurts, we'll just numb the symptoms, but we will not address the reason. Why is the body, red flagging us that something is wrong? Why are you suffering from migraines? And so on. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is throw to the toilet all the numbing, all the denial, all the suppression, all the butterflies and flowers, aka everything is fine, because we know everything is not fine, unfortunately, but we want it to be fine, so now we're dealing with it. Okay? And we're going to dive deep. So today's ritual is going to be highly benefic, but not necessarily easy. All right? It's important that I will say this. It's going to be very benefic for yourself and for the collective. It's not going to be easy. And I want you guys, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, if something arises that you want to work on, come back here, go through the guided meditation with me again. The energy will be added to it, because as I said earlier on, energy is timeless. It has no boundaries and limitations. The energy you will put in for this work a year from now will be added for now. And the energy that we will put in now will be added a year from now when you go back to this and do this. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what I am going to focus on this meditation. Each and every single one of you will focus on what it is that you want to focus on. Everyone has their thing that they want to do. Some of you care more about the homeless. Some of you care more about refugees. Some of you care about orphans, hunger, immigrants, separation, chronic illnesses. If you suffer from a chronic illness, I bet you care about other people that may suffer from it as well. We don't speak about chronic pain enough. It is a very paralyzing, difficult thing to handle. There are so many things. I want you to choose to think for a second, what is it that you want to focus on for this? It could be for a group of people. It could be for a country. It could be Gaia. You can focus on the forests. You can focus on the animal kingdom. You can focus on the ocean. Hell, in 30 years, by 2050, they say it's going to be more plastic than fish in the ocean. I don't think people are literally grasping this. I don't think people are grasping this. But there are countries around the globe that are. A lot of countries in Europe and Canada, for example, are now, and I think also in Israel, I'm not sure, are outlawing the single use of plastic. So things are happening. Things are happening. I don't want you to think that this is like a pessimistic type of discussion. It's not. Things are happening, and we want to encourage it. But the reason things are happening is because we're becoming so brutally, painfully aware of what is going on. Right? So we feel the pain. So I don't want us running away from it. I want us running into the fire. Think of it as if you were in the woods and a fire breaks out and you do not want to get burned. But if you run away from the fire, it means you're running with the direction of the wind. meaning the fire will catch on to you sooner or later. But if the fire goes here, then here it's already burned and safe. You want to go straight into the fire. It will burn and sting a little bit, but then you're safe. And then you can heal. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, singular or collective, it's relevant to every sort of healing and salvation. Okay? And that's what I want to do. So we're all going to focus on the topic or 2 or 3 topics that you want to focus on. I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm focusing on. So you'll and how I'm going to go about it. And then it will allow you to kind of take that and apply it to your focal point. I'm going to choose to focus today on cows, wolves, and forests. Cows on 2 levels, and so are the wolves. Cows, it's the first of all, I think it's the most tormented creature on earth today. We abuse it on every single level, and the cow is the great mother. Okay, the cow is the divine feminine. It's the great mother. It gives birth. It gives milk. It gives life. It's gentle. It's sweet. It's all the feminine attributions, but it also gives life. And it's the most tortured, used animal today, I think, anyway. And the way I'm going to focus on the cow is not by holding the cow and imagining light around it. We will get to that stage. Be patient with me throughout this process today. Okay, we will get there. But I'm not going to start with focusing on the light for the cow. I'm going to start focusing my attention on something that is going to be difficult. I'm going to imagine the pain that the cow is going through. I'm going to start with seeing it crying for its babies because the cow's babies are being taken away from her an average of 4 to 5 times, a dairy cow, throughout her life. So she gets pregnant, she produces milk for the baby, they take away the baby so we could use the milk. Okay? So she's always in this rotation of getting pregnant and giving birth and then being separated in the first few days from her baby. So I'm going to imagine her cry. And they cry. And then I'm going to see her being sucked from her milk. I'm sorry if this is not easy, but I'm doing what we need to do right now. And not what's going to just make you feel better for a little bit, like putting a Band-Aid or taking an aspirin. I'm going to do what really is going to work, hopefully. So then I'm going to imagine her being sucked out of her milk, her life force. The thing that gives babies life. You know, all female mammals produce milk when they get pregnant in order to feed their babies. It has a lot of estrogen in it, which is it's a growth hormone that is meant to have the baby grow fast in the first year or 2 of its life, depending on the mammal. And then afterwards, we're the only animal in nature that keeps, consuming milk. It's the weirdest thing. But all mammals, they drink from their mother's milk when they're babies so they can grow fast. But then they don't need that hormone anymore. It's not good for them, so they stop. All right? We continue for some reason, and we take the cow's milk. Okay. So I'm going to imagine her going through that suffering for an average of 4 to 5 years of her life throughout 4 or 5 pregnancies. It causes her immense physical and emotional agony. And then an average of 4 to 6 years later, when her body just can't handle it anymore, she collapses, and then she's being sent out to slaughterhouses to become our steaks, our burgers. Okay. A very abused creature that we use. And it's very symbolic to what we do to planet Earth, to Gaia, and to the divine feminine. And for me, this topic is very important, so I'm going to focus on that pain. I'm going to feel it. Don't worry, I'll get to the fun part, but we have to go through the tunnel in order to see the light. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if it's not pleasant. Wolves. Wolves is the spirit animal, an animal of humanity. Wolves are humanity. Humanity throughout its 10,000 years of, as far as we know, existence anyway, of moving around, has been migrating. It's part of evolution. We all know what happens when humanity stays closed and cooked up in its own culture and nook. Biologically, it's really unhealthy because when a cousin goes with a cousin, well, I don't want to tell you what happens. You already know. Okay? It really hurts the genes. In order to strengthen and to evolve, migration is evolution necessary to stay healthy and strong. There's a reason why mutts, dogs, and cats are healthier than pure breeds and all that jazz. It's just biological. So humanity has been roaming around. Migration is the most natural order thing that you can imagine for humanity. It strengthens us. But what do we do to migrants? We put up walls. We don't want them because they're the foreigner, they are the stranger, they are the danger, they are the fear, they are the unknown. How much do we fear the unknown, right? Muhammad, I can't show you my feet. Get the fuck out of here. Right now. You're not welcome. Don't talk to me like that. Jesus. Anyway, so we do that. And it's like what we do to wolves, right? They are migrating in groups, in packs. And right now, if they dare to step out of the structure that we have, defined for them, they don't know. They didn't get the memo. The wolf did not get the memo. They get shot and persecuted. And by that's the symbolism of humanity. So I care about the wolf as humanity. I care about the cow as the great mother. But also wolves biologically for the ecological system are so imperative and important. Domino effect, they're the reason we have rivers. Seriously, if there's no wolves in an area, rivers go dry. Google the ecological system in connection to wolves. And I care about the ecosystem and I care about humanity. So I'm going to focus on wolves for that. The Amazons, the forests, well, it's obvious. Carbon dioxide is getting more and more in the sphere. Climate change, global warming, it's very real. I want future children to be able to breathe. To be able to breathe. To be able to breathe. And trees create oxygen, okay? They take in the carbon dioxide and they transmute it into oxygen. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to imagine how wolves are, me, for example, I'm going to imagine what's going to happen, what's happening to the cow, the suffering. I'm going to imagine the suffering of the wolf. I'm going to imagine the cutting down of woods and forests and rainforests. And I'm going to feel the pain of it, and it's not going to be easy. And that is what I'm guiding you and asking for you guys to do when it comes to this today and that you care about. Once we do that, and I feel we've done that, we will switch it, the energies, and we will raise the frequency of it, okay? But we have to go through that first. How does that sound? Does that make sense to you guys so far? Okay. It's hot in here. So, global warming, right? The thing is awareness. What I want to do right now is have us all be very, very brutally aware of what is going on so we can heal it and fix it. And that goes for the self. For example, if some of you want to focus on something that you're going through, like if you have any sort of pains, fears, situation that you want to work on, it's okay to focus on yourself. You are the collective. You are a part of Gaia. You healing yourself will help raise the frequency of the Gaia. You're not separated from it. Don't be like, oh, I have to focus on the other. You can just be like, okay, if you have chronic illness, then rather than focusing on your own chronic illness, focus on chronic illnesses in general. And that will include you. Does that make sense? If you have a family member that is in pain or is going through a difficult time, you can definitely focus on them and be like, okay, the challenge that they're going through for the collective. And that will include them. It's totally cool. Now, here's how I'm connecting this to 999, to the number 9. Number 9 is the number of the humanitarian. Okay, it's the number of humanity. It's an all-inclusive number. It has all the numbers with it, right? Digits go from 1 to 9. And if you connect, if you do the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on plus 8, the sum of it reduces to 9 as well. 9 is the number of humanity, of humanitarian energies, and of philanthropy. And it's global. It's a global number. It's an international number. It's a number of languages. It's a number of connection between tribes and energies. Can you even see me? I don't know if you can see me properly. Okay, and we're going to multiply it by 3, 999. So this is what I'm asking you to do right now, guys. Because every energy can only express itself in reality if we do an active force of will that has to do with it. I need you all to write, not right now in the comments, write 999 and the thing you want to focus on. In the comments, 999, here, for example, I'm going to give you an example. 999, cows, wolves, forests. That's me. Like that. Let's write it down. If you're watching this post live, write it in the comments below. Again, it's an imprint of the energy. 999, optimal health and regeneration. 999, compassion. Okay. Think like also things that you care about, that you watch the news and hurt you. Children in captivity, for example. Child abuse, homelessness, animal cruelty, climate change, global warming, mental health. Thank you. All children. Okay. Environmental issues. Please don't write, please try abundance and all that. It's great, but write specific things. Immigration, wonderful. World environment, good. Depression, abused kids. Okay, things like that. Practical things. Don't go to La La Land. Don't be like love and happiness for all. I love that. It's great, but I want us to focus on real things. Okay, add something to the freedom. PTSD, that's good. Chronic pain left untreated by government politics. That's perfect. That's very good. Okay. Natural resources, good. All right. So do that. 999 and write all that. Write specific things, please, that you see on the news and for yourself. Write inequality, gender inequality, for example. LGBT community. Clean air, earth, great. Real stuff. Go dirty, go ugly, go difficult. Go there. Every time I see someone writing freedom and love, that's you escaping. That's you escaping. Stop doing that. Write something real. Effective communication. I like that. Guys, divine unions. Let's talk about polarities. Someone please write divine union between divine masculine and divine feminine for me. Someone choose that. Here's the thing. Before we start, all these conflicts and issues and pain comes from separation and polarities that we live by. It's just our existence. The thing that will most raise frequency and healing for this planet is divine unions. It's love. Because that will be the integration. Please someone write also integration between light and dark. Behavior that has women and emotional trauma. Yes. Someone write rape. Stop being so scared. Stop being politically correct. Write the difficult things. Add more to it. You can have several things. Okay. So when we achieve wholesomeness and integration between our polarities, our yin and yang, masculine and feminine, dark and light, conscious and subconscious, when we become whole, we raise the frequency of wholesomeness, and that allows humanity and the globe to be more wholesome between the energies. Okay? Integration of the elements, integration of earth, water, fire, and air, as opposed to them battling off each other. They need each other to maintain this ecological system, all these elements. So same within us. We need mind, body, heart, and spirit. It's not one at the expense of the other or one fighting the other. We need masculine and feminine energies. So once those go into wholesome, it helps create wholesomeness outside of us as well. As within, so without, right? And the next step for that is union between masculine and feminine. Love, divine unions. Stop running away from love. Run into love. Because if you want to save the world, that's what will save it. Greed, I like that. Products that are poison, MK, I love that. So great. I've given you that. Now, just to give you another, like, how things connect the way I see them, so you'll understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want you to imagine us as humanity as if we were playing right now a soccer game. And we're playing on a field. And there's all these rules and players, and there's the gate, and there's the balls, and there's the players, and everybody has their role in it. And then there's the grass, there's the field. Now imagine everybody fighting over whose job it is to do what, who's supposed to do what, and who broke the rules and who followed the rules, and who got what point. And in the midst of all that, that's what politicians do right now. That's what different cultures and different countries and different religions are doing right now, you know, fighting within each other, between each other, who's right, who's wrong, and how things should be. While all of this is going on and no one is noticing, the field on which we're playing, the grass, is starting to shake and is about to crack. And everybody's, God forbid, going down in an earthquake. Okay, that's climate change and how important it is. This is how important it is for us to be conscious of it and how much we need to heal the planet. So we're now sending energies to this field. It doesn't matter who's right and who's winning when we're about to sink. So we need to focus our focus on the real things that are more immediate. Animal kingdom and earth. It's the thing that creates our existence here, allows our existence here, I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Yeah. I'm gonna do this, move here. Oh, this is better here. I have more shade here. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me and my rant. We're gonna get to this in a second, I promise. We're gonna do the meditation thing. I just really needed us to understand and to do this properly. This was really important to me. Let me read a little bit. Tracy Elliott, 999, sex trafficking, victimization, psychotic behavior, violence, racism, mental abuse. Okay, great. You guys are rock and roll. Such badasses. Jessica Brown, 999, separation of soulmate, gun violence, financial insecurity. 999, autism. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Okay. Joanne, danger of animal extinction species. Wonderful. See? There you have it. Great. Okay. I'm going to take a break before we start. I'm a Reiki 2 practitioner. Reiki, you don't have to touch the person in front of you or the thing. You can do it from a distance, and you can send Reiki across boundaries, but also across time. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, I'm also going to use Reiki symbols to surround us with light and protective energy. And then I'm going to use a Reiki symbol to help us be calm and safe mentally and emotionally. And then after I feel like we're grounded enough physically and mentally, I will use a symbol to cross the boundaries of time. And that way, this energy will just continue itself with time. And every time someone comes back to this video, no matter when, it will be relevant. And then I'm going to go into the guided meditation. I'm just going to tell you what to do, and you're welcome to follow me. Okay. Narcissism 999. Wonderful. That is such a yes. Narcissists are really hungry children, hungry for love. Don't eat me, not at my expense, obviously, but you know what I mean. Okay, so you can just sit comfortably. Breathe in. I'm going to pour myself water first. Sorry, I get so, I take things personally. I start talking about the pain of the cow and I get so angry. Oh. Some water here. If you guys have made it through until now, blessings to you and thank you. Thank you for being around. And 555, as I'm looking at this, wonderful. It's a number in the Jewish tradition. It's chamsa, chamsa, chamsa. It's a number of protection and divine guidance. So we're good. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. You can be with your eyes open or closed depending on your convenience. Try to avoid now typing anymore. Just be with the energies that we already put in. Just breathe in. Now, have your hands like this. Have your hands like this, like a ball. Sorry, I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing. In the area of the navel. It's the place we are connected energetically to the strings of our energy and for the universe. It's where we're all connected. A lot of people think it's the third eye, the crown chakra. It's true on many levels because we are all connected on many levels. But this is the center of our being. The womb, right? You can be a masculine and not have a womb. That's fine still. A little bit under the navel. Imagine a ball with your hands. Breathe in. Now imagine this ball starts looking like planet Earth. Eyes open or closed, up to you. So feel like you're holding Earth in your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. Now I'm going to send out a symbol from Reiki. It's called chokorei. I'm imagining it in my head. Don't worry, you don't have to know how it looks like to get it. And it's going to surround you and go inside of you. And it's a very grounding, protective symbol. I'm going to repeat the name of it 3 times to stamp it. Chokorei, chokorei, chokorei. Breathe it in. Feel you are protected and surrounded with light and everything is okay. No matter what feelings will come up as we go on, you are safe to feel them. It's okay. Now I'm going to send another symbol. It's called REIKI. It's to balance the mental and the emotion so we won't get lost in the ethers. And that we can handle everything and every emotion that comes up. It's going to start in your head and go down to your chest. Your chokorei, the first symbol, is in your first lower 3 chakras. The base chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. Now the REIKI will be in your heart and in your throat. REIKI, REIKI, REIKI. There. Breathe it in. Now you are also emotionally and cognitively safe and free to feel whatever emotion will come up during this meditation. We're still holding planet Earth. And last but not least, I'm going to add Honsha Zeshonin. That is the thing that will allow us to send out energy to everywhere in the globe, into every time frame. Anshaza Shonen. It's in the third eye, pineal gland, and crown chakra. Anshaza Shonen. It's in the surrounding of our aura. Anshaza Shonen. It's now in our collective spirit, Anima Mundi, the soul that is connected to all souls as one. Okay. Hold that for a second. Now, if you had your eyes closed, I want you to open your eyes and look down to earth that you're holding. This won't be easy, but trust me, please. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can stop at any time. No force, no enforcement here whatsoever. You're here by free choice and you can leave. It's okay. But if you're here, I want to continue. This is what I'm asking. If back noises come up, don't try to fight them off. Let them be a part of it. Watch the planet in front of you dying. Watch it rot, sicken. Imagine darkness going around it. I know it's not easy. We're not asking for it to happen. We're just seeing what is happening. Bear with me. Don't be scared. See the rot and the pain. And if you're starting to feel it, if you're getting emotional, it's hard for you, it's a good sign. It means that you are connected to it now. That we're not escaping it. See it, the oceans dry out. See the air become stale. See the forests become cut down. The earth breaks. See the blood, the lava flooding. Hear the pain and the scream maybe of your fellow earthlings, from humans to animals, all species. And hold them, don't let it go. Hold them tight, hold the planet tight. Just be in it for a little bit. If personal pain comes up, if negative thoughts come in, let them. Don't battle them off. Now with one hand of the planet that symbolizes the thing that you care about, that you're focusing on in this meditation. Pull it out. Hold it on the side. Now you're holding two things. You're holding Gaia, the earth, and you're holding what hurts. Now I'm holding both, and I'm holding the forests. This is where it gets a little bit harder. Imagine, see, hear, feel that pain. going to give you a few moments to do so. I'm going to do it myself, and then I'll continue. Okay. If you feel like this wasn't enough, you can come back later and pause on this moment and do more work. But right now, I'm encouraging you to feel what you just felt. Breathe it in. You're safe. Now I'm going to focus on asking light from the healing energy of the cosmos, of the divine, of infinity. As I'm doing that, I'm going to ask for my guides and surrounding energies to help me doing so. And with your permission, I will ask your guides and energies that surround you to help you to do so. You are now receiving energy from the divine. I have back noises now. I'm not fighting them. I'm letting them in. They also need it. If you have those, it's also good. It's also okay. So I'm getting this healing energy from chakra, from the head, from the top of my head, from the heavens, and from my feet, from the earth. So it comes from both of these directions. It's very calming, especially after what we've been feeling now. And those energies meet in the middle in the heart. And from the heart, this light finds its way through both my arms into what we're holding. For me, cows, the wolves, the forests, and here, Gaia, the planet. Take a deep breath. Feel the light comes in through your head and through your feet, meet in the heart, and then gets channeled through your arms to your hands and what they're holding. And little by little, imagine your hands go closer and closer. Don't force it, don't push it. Let it be slow and natural. You might feel resistance a little bit. Listen to the energy, don't fight it. Let it dance a little. Turn your palms facing each other. And imagine each hand, it's like has its own bubble. You know, like bubbles, soap bubbles in the air. I'm not touching yet. I'm still sending light to it, healing. And little by little, you get it closer and closer. Until the two bubbles become one. Those are the polarities. It's the integration. The heaven and earth, yin and yang, pain and joy. The first encounter between the bubbles It's grayish, unclear. It's new territory. Little by little, you see sparks of color coming out of those gray areas. Colors of the rainbow, of the chakras. Let those colors take over these two bubbles and let it become one. And back to its natural state of wholesomeness. Breathe it in. Now have your hands move closer to your navel. Hold it there for a little bit. Keep filling it with light and colors. Feel yourself being more and more at ease. And once you feel like your body is relaxed and calm and serene, take a deep breath, and with that breath at once, with this ball of light, healthy Gaia, imagine it going into your navel. And integrate your own healing, the planet's healing, humanity's healing. Let that ball move up into your heart space. Higher to your throat, to your head. Now imagine this ball of Gaia inside your head, inside your brain. And I want you to see euphoria. Imagine everything that can be good is good. Birds are chirping. Forests are flourishing. Human beings are free and healthy. Rivers are flowing. Cows are with their babies. Wolves are with their packs, free to roam. And you are wholesome with it. Take a deep breath. I'm going to close the energies. I'm going to send you the first symbol that I sent in the beginning, chocolate, in order to ground yourself back and close this session. And put your hands on your stomach or wherever you feel comfortable. Some of you might feel like you want to have one hand on your head and one hand on your stomach. That's okay as well. I'm sending you chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. The symbol starts in your head, goes down, all the way to your feet. You're back, you're grounded, you're safe. Thank you. Okay. Okay. How are you guys feeling? Let me know how you guys are feeling. It's okay if you need a second. I see some of you were chatting. That's okay. But for those of you who MK is feeling great. Good. So much crying. Aw. Tinglish. Gut wrenching. Okay. It means that you were doing the work. Great calm peace. Great. Crying. Oh, that's so natural. Thank you so very much, guys. I'm so humbled and grateful that you are here trusting me and doing this work. So much sleeping and 5D work. Okay. Anybody has any questions? Krista, if your shoulders ache, so try to think what it means. What it's trying to signal. What it's trying to tell you. The earth felt really sad, yeah. Oh yeah, Audrey. Okay, so hi, Bernadette. Oh my God. Why? It's so hot for me because the sun is just the time that it goes down, and I sat right in the middle in the one corner that the sun comes in. I did not think this through. If you feel drained, drink a lot of water and rest. Drink a lot of water and rest. But it's natural. It makes sense. It means that you've been there. We're all going to feel different things. Now, here's the thing. When you set intention like that to the universe responds. So if you ask to help this thing or that thing, now depending on what you're more focused on with your energy, let's say you're more mind-based, more cognitive, then you'll probably in the next few days start seeing like articles or, getting information in regards to that topic. If you're more emotion-based, you might experience some things or see someone in your environment experience something like that and will make you emotional. Once again, it's all in order. Okay, GTube22, stop doing that. Stop repeating. Get out. I don't know what you're doing. Then it's natural. It means that it's coming in for you to be aware of, for you to work through. There's a reason for it. Okay, let me block this. Report, and I'm reporting someone, I'm sorry. We have to do that. Okay, us being loving doesn't mean we need to be harassed and bullied. Right? We're doing wonderful work here and people are just sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, great. And now let's take them out of here. Wow. Someone is attacking us, guys. It's unbelievable. I'll talk about it. I know what it means. I'll talk about it. Okay. You need a yeah, I know. I'm going to do this. There's a way of doing that. I should have done it before today. I'm going to do that. So, yeah, I blocked him. Okay, so this is what I have to say about that. I'm actually happy that it happened. Darkness serves the light, right? It's a good thing that it happened. It was helping us because it reminded me something that I wanted to talk about. The part of what will happen as you become more conscious and caring and wanting to do work for yourself and for others, the more you expand your consciousness, the more you do work, the more lower frequency, dark type of energies will start to want to be around you and take from it because something about them, for some reason, chooses to block the endless energies that the universe is giving us of healing. And so they need energy from others around them. Okay? So if things start to be like a combination of really good stuff and really challenging stuff, it means that you're actually doing something to raise your frequency. Because good things happen, obviously, because you're raising your frequency and that affects things. But also, certain negativity is being drawn to you because it wants some of that. So that is why I was so focused on putting the chocolate around us and the energy and the protection. So don't be alarmed if it happens. And I'm going to say something right now. It's like a prayer that helps block those energies and transmute transmute them into light. So instead of you constantly being in resistance and defense mode, trying to defend yourself from stuff like that, it's just like transmuting it into energy that is beneficial for you. So they're actually, helping you and strengthening you in that way. So I'm going to say it right now, and you can write it down, or come back here and say it every time you feel the need to. So it goes like this: turn black into white, return the bad, keep the right. All is good, all is safe, black is white, everything is right. AKA darkness and low frequency is actually serving us, and it's helping us transmute it into light. Okay? I will write it down in the description box once I upload this. Okay, if anyone can timestamp and like later on be like, this is when she started doing this and this is when she started doing the meditation, that will be so helpful. Because then people that come back will be able to, you're welcome. Hi, Michaifa. Hi. Someone from Israel. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I will post that. What else did I want to say? Anything, any questions or anything you guys want me to clarify or tell you about? No one here wants to feel as hot as I feel right now. So you don't want global warming. Use less plastic. Eat less animal products, please. Eat grapes. What about the lunar eclipse? The energies are so potent. It helped this guided meditation be more potent and strong in the energies. How to release negative self-talk? Start by really listening to it. Start by really listening to it, to your own self-negative talk. What is it that you're saying? And sit down and actually write it down to yourself. And repeat that to yourself. And then read it. And really comprehend what it is, the things that you're saying. Krista Marie, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it. You reminded me of my path I have forgotten. Oh my God, thank you. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much for your support. That really helps and matters. So what was I saying? Yeah, the negative talk, that's a big deal because that's how we also manifest events. When we assume the worst about someone or we're fighting with someone in our head about something, like proving a point, telling them how they hurt us, what's wrong with them, what's wrong with us, and what's wrong with everything. We're literally manifesting that type of conversation. So the only way out is in. First, listen to yourself, to what it is that you're saying. Even write it down and repeat it to yourself to really face it. And little bit, the more you do it, the less you'll feel like doing it. The more you do it consciously, with okay, I'm choosing to now listen to my self-talk, to my negative self-talk. It's like if you want to break a habit, you actually need to do it more often. Say, for example, you want to stop eating chocolate if you're addicted to chocolate. Eat chocolate every day, only chocolate for a week. You won't ever touch chocolate after that. Trust me. That's all you have. That's all you need. It's like, this is not about that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? How's my day going? I had a crazy night with crazy dreams. And I woke up in the morning being like, okay, that was a lot. I want to focus on, and I wanted to do something for the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse. So I thought about this and I wrote it down. I wrote you guys, hey, there's going to be a live. Come join me, and here we are. Tanner, what is more harmful than helpful? Can you be more specific? Are you talking to about something that I said or something someone else said? I'm not saying to do the thing that you're trying to avoid in order to hurt yourself. I'm doing it in order for you to really fully grasp and realize what it is that you're doing to yourself, and to develop an antagonism, a natural antagonism towards it, as opposed to trying to fight something that your body wants to do or your mind is used to doing, right? Because when we're negatively self-talk, it's a habit. It's a very difficult habit, but it comes from a certain need of ourselves to punish ourselves for something, okay? Oh, I don't actually mean eat chocolate for a week. It was to convey an idea, but you understand the point. It's like that's also how you treat allergies with a very small doses, of course, but the medicine is many times the actual cause in order to allow the body to develop an immunity for it. Okay, great question. How to best deal with all the extremely negative emotions coming up lately? Is it a collective thing that is happening? Yes, first of all, it's Cancer season. It gets emotional. It's Cancer season and eclipse season, and there's a lot of retrogrades. So retrogrades are about going within for whatever field they're retrograding in, depending on your chart and whatever is happening in the planets. But it's about going within and digging in and reestablishing and reworking things that need to be worked on. And eclipse season and Cancer season. So we're all very emotional. But it's okay. It's for the sake of healing. It's the shadow work. It's going within to understand how you feel. Anything else? Well, tomorrow I'm going to start doing the tarot scopes for August. I can't see you guys, by the way, because the sun is in my eyes. I'm going to start doing the tarot scopes for August. So the zodiac tarot scopes will start coming out. Currently, you can still watch the July's tarot scope because we're in the middle of the month, so the energies are the strongest now, and you'll be able to make the connections from today's perspective because things will be more relevant. So I do recommend going back to July's readings. If you purchased an extended one, definitely watch it again or get it now. Depends on you. Scorpio, why does eclipse and the moon affects us in such weird ways when it comes around? Well, here's the thing. The moon, and I'm not a scientist in that aspect, and I'm not an astronomer, so I can't tell you the why. Okay, I can tell you the symptom. The moon affects the tides and the oceans, the highs and the lows, right? We are made of 70-something% water. So if the moon so highly, deeply, extremely affects the ocean, we're not more powerful than the ocean. If the ocean abides, then we are affected as well. It just makes sense to me. But I can't tell you why the moon does that. I feel like Google will tell you better than me. Does that make sense? You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle for us all. Let's see. This is the Akashic Tarot from the Akashic Records. Let's ask for the most accurate benefic message for everyone who's watching me right now, whether live or later on. Messages for my seekers, please. And then I'm going to light up some sage to calm us down, and then we're going to say bye. It's over an hour by now, so. Okay. Messages for my seekers from the Akashic Tarot. All right. Beautiful. Birth. I'm going to read you from the book. It's a fact that vegans experience less stress than carnivores. So if you're stressed, start eating your Brussels sprouts. Yeah, there's more to just biology that comes into what you wrote. So biologically, not many people know that, and I don't want to overgo into that right now. But we're actually not carnivores. We're not even herbivores on the triumphant scale from 0 to 5, where all species are placed in regards to whether we're carnivore, apex carnivore, or herbivores or omnivores. We are 2.2 on the scale. We are complete herbivores, complete vegetarian. We're on the same level as pigs, hippos, elephants, giraffes. You can check it. It's basic biology. We're not omnivores. I'm sorry. Biologically, we're not. We are by choice, because we eat this and we eat that, right? But we also consume alcohol and all kinds of chemicals. That doesn't mean that that's our natural state of affairs. The way we were brought biologically, physically, we're herbivores. Our stomach, our teeth, our jaw, everything about us is made herbivores. What does make us an apex predator, which is the strongest predator, the kind that eats predators, is technology, weapons, and cognition that allows us to hurt and defeat other creatures. But if we were in nature, just with our biology, we would not be doing that. Of course, it goes, blood types goes into effect. Like more ancient blood types have more time to have, the culture of meat consumption go into their literal DNA. So there's all it's a big topic conversation, but biologically we are herbivores. We're better off eating plant-based nutrition. It's just we feel lighter, we feel better, our system works better. And to what you said, I believe there's also a spiritual aspect to it, because when you introduce into your body an exterior matter, aka food, aka meat, whatever it is, you basically integrate it within you. That includes not just the physical aspect of it, but the energetic aspect of it. And misery, fear, all that has chemicals that are being released when we are stressed, when we are fearful, when we are in pain. We release chemicals that goes into our body. And of course, there's the energy of it. Those animals have went through such fear, torture, torment. And then you put that inside your body. So you integrate their fear, you integrate their pain, you integrate all that. So obviously that causes stress levels. So I don't eat animals for that reason. But again, I don't want to go into a conversation of go vegetarian or go vegan. I encourage you to become more aware and go through the process. You're smarter than I thought. Oh, thank you. I don't know if it's a compliment or an insult, but whatever. Jesus. But start going through the process of becoming aware of what it is you're putting inside your body. If you have a car, you wouldn't put the wrong oil or the wrong gas in it. Or you would make sure that you're putting the right thing, because you want to tend for it. It's a machine, right? Your body's a machine. Tend for it. See what works for you. Be kind to yourself. You don't need to eat meat to get protein. All protein is plant-based. The protein that you get from the cow or from the pig or from the chicken is the protein that this animal got from plant protein that it was fed with. So you might as well go through the shortcut and not through the detour in order to get that protein. Like I don't understand. Pea protein, there's soy protein, there's tons of protein. But I can go on and on about this topic. But I encourage you to open this door and walk through it and become more conscious and aware, and tend to your body and tend to your energy, and tend to your karma. When you pay for misery, when you support companies that create misery, you may not be pulling the trigger, but you're the hit man or hit woman, right? You ordered the hit, and you put your hard work and earned income. You made a choice, right? This is what my income is worth. I'm putting my income into this company, into this product. So you're creating more karma for yourself by doing that choice. I am very picky of what I'm spending money on, where I put my energy. because I care about not empowering the things that I don't want to empower, not reward things that I don't want to reward. And I care about my own karma and energy and body and health and nutrition. So I express it with actions. Do you understand? Wow, I've never thought that. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, we're biologically herbivores. You can check that. It's called the triumphic scale, triumph scale, something like that. 0 to 5. 5 is as apex predator, 4 is predators, 3 is like omnivores, 1 is algae and seaweed. Okay, but around the 2 is all the herbivores. Humans, hi. Yeah, I love it when we're like, oh, but we're carnivores because of ego. So we hunt down and we imitate animals, but it's not really necessary, especially in today's age. Like, I mean, come on, what's your excuse? I haven't eaten meat in like almost a decade. I train karate. If I don't claim to be the holiest and the healthiest, but I feel good, feel better. But again, I just take what you can from this, and don't take what you can't. But I do encourage you to think about it and to at least start with making different choices that represents your energy and your focus. Okay, any other questions, guys, before I let you off the hook? That was great. This was great. Thank you so much. Oh my God, we had this card and I haven't read it to you. So Bet, let's read from the book, number 4. Bet, birth. Bet is a letter in Hebrew, by the way. It symbolizes fertility, and Bet is also the letter of Beolk in runes. Runes Beolk is also the Great Mother and fertility and femininity, and birth. So it makes sense that I will refer to Bet as birth. Okay, the sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient henge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogham letter Beith, Beolk, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while 2 children run happily toward her. With this card, it's time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth or at least a metaphorical one. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. Well, we've been working on Mother Nature, so that makes sense. There may be new energy in a romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. Yay! What a lovely message to finish up with. Okay, let's light some sage. Where's the lighter? Like, I keep losing my light. Where's the lighter? Where did I put it? Where did I put my lighter? Oh. Oh my God. Okay, maybe I shouldn't light the sage then. Doesn't want to get lit. I'm seeing it. Hold on. Okay, I've literally been cooked for the past hour and 20 minutes in the sun. I did not think my position through before I pressed play. Very amateur of me, but also very symbolic. Okay, it's for you guys. Here's some sage. The energy is for me. I don't want to carry all that pain. I just want to help and be safe still. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. So if you want to book a private reading, check out link below. If you want to see your extendeds for this month, check out link below. Tarot Masterclass. If you want to learn how to do what I do, I created an entire, speaking of Akashic records, of a library for tarot. So every card gets its own video. So I explain a lot about everything that you need to know about each of the cards. You can get them, download them separately, like individually, or as a whole class, and just learn how to be a tarotchi, a cartomancer, an existential shifter, how to do what I do. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. So check it out, Tarot Masterclass, Bunkai. Bunkai means secret applications and hidden layers of truth. I love you guys too. Thank you. And also, 2019 Ministers of Magic, the extended for 2019, is still up. It's half price now because we've gone through half the year. You're great. That's it, guys. Thank you for any super chats. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys soon with tarot scopes for August. I can't wait for this retrograde season to be over. I can't wait for Leo season. I can't wait. I'm a Cancer rising. This is affecting me so deeply. I'm so going through the motions. Thank you very much. It will be nice to come back to later. Sorry you roasted, but I think it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. I was emphasizing with the planet that is being roasted. Free energy for all. Woo! Tesla rules. Woo! Thank you guys. Have a great night. Have happy full moon. Go love, go be, go heal.